A very flexible civ with a strong leader ability that supports various types of gameplay, Amanitore and Nubia might be one of the best choices for new players picking up the game, or even for more skilled players looking to move up in difficulty. Today we're going to look at Nubia and their leader and discuss my preferred strategy when I play them. What kind of victory do I like to go for, and how do I like to play out the early and mid game whenever I use them, before giving them a final score at the end. Remember, if you like this video and my other videos like it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, because it really helps me out a lot and motivates me to move forward with videos. I'm looking to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'm just about halfway there. Nubia is a civ that has strong bonuses that don't break the game or push you into a certain direction. It's more that they just support the standard play that new players should already be learning how to do. Amanitore's ability, Kondak of Meru, gives you a 20% production bonus on all districts. And this is pretty solid, but it's not broken. This allows you to develop your city faster, and it gets you those important districts like campuses or a holy site if you're rushing religion up just a little bit earlier. When you add a Nubian pyramid next to your capital, this is increased, or next to your city center, I'm sorry, this is increased by another 20%. If you have a pyramid and you build 3 districts in the city, saving 40% on each district, then you've saved the cost of a full district, and that's pretty good. That's not the only bonus that Nubian pyramids provide either. It gives you +2 food and +2 faith as a yield baseline, turning some terrible desert tiles into a pretty useful tile. If you build it next to your city, you now have 3 food and 2 faith, because you get 1 food for the city center. As you build districts around it, it improves to +1 yield for each type of district that you build. Science for campuses, gold for commercial hubs, production for industrial zones, and so on. Nubian pyramids are pretty nice, and they come at a very early tech, masonry. This allows you to get some really cheap districts in pretty early. However, they do have a strict placement requirement. You need to be built on desert, and desert tiles are usually worthless tiles. So it does convert at least one of them to something that's a little more useful as long as you're districting around it. Continuing the theme of developing cities, Nubia's unique ability, Tasseti, gives you +1 production on mines over iron and coal and niter, and +2 gold on mines over bonus and luxury resources. Now in today's world, this bonus does not stand up very well at all, especially after the Age of Steam Victoria was released. But it does help continue you down the road of getting districts out faster to get the science, faith, or culture yields that you're desiring. The most important, and in my opinion, the best facet of Nubia is their +30 production towards ranged units, which is a unit you are always building. And then you get extra experience on ranged units by a 50% combat experience bonus. Ranged units are evergreen units that get built early in the game and are useful, and they're upgraded throughout your game so they keep those bonuses. This helps to protect those nicely districted cities that you've built. But that bonus really comes into power once you research and start training your Patati archers. Now the Patati archer might just be the best unique unit in the game. It's an archer with an extra +5 combat strength and an extra movement, allowing you to move into hills and forests and still shoot. They can be trained faster, and they level up to double shot promotion faster. They do get a slight malice when attacking district defenses, but early enough in the game when you're going to be using them, this is not going to matter at all. Get Patati archers out early. Start farming barbs to have super defenders, or build 3 or 4 of them and conquer a nearby neighbor's city. Both are valid strategies, but as always, the Patati archer rush is just more fun than defending. When playing as Nubia, I like to settle around and not in the desert whenever possible. Unlike Mali, you are not forced to go desert heavy. It's always nice to get those Nubian pyramids, but don't cripple your cities for that extra 20% boost. You already get a respectable 20% baseline boost. I like to go either for an early campus or an early holy site in my capital, depending on my luck with Eurekas. If I meet a civ early, campus. If I see a natural wonder early, holy site. Either way, I like to get both of these districts up in 1 or 2 cities pretty early. Nubia gets no growth bonuses to help them grow into those district bonuses. You need to have a certain population. You need to hit 4, 7, 10, so on to get all those districts in your cities. So you're going to need a builder or 2, and maybe even the Feed the World religion to help grow your cities. Again, this is another reason not to settle in the middle of a desert because you're not going to grow very quickly at all. For government, you have absolute freedom to choose here, but I personally like to go for Classical Republic to go all in on the production and city simming focus of the Civ. It's also super easy to get a classical monumentality golden age because you have 2 early uniques, well, each of them within, like, archery is within 2 techs, and masonry is within 2 techs, so you can get them very early to get that golden age. Plug in those settler and builder cards and claim lots of space for yourself with the faith that you got from your Nubian pyramids and holy sites. Nubia is a solid contender for all victory types, so I'm going to give Amanitore a 7 out of 10 for science, religion, diplomacy, and domination victories. You get those nice district bonuses that help you to have strong faith or science output. Encampments and commercial hubs can help you conquer the world, while just having a lot of production and industrial zones and gold from commercial hubs can push you towards a diplomacy victory. The difference here is tourism. For tourism, I'm only going to give Nubia a 5 out of 10. You can do it, and you can do it very well, but districting en masse and building mines for your bonuses tends to be counterproductive when going for tourism. The tourism meta is strongly focused on national parks and rock bands. Overall, I would say that Nubia is a B+ Civ. They're kind of a mixed bag of bonuses. You are encouraged to play defensively and build tall cities, but the Patati Archer is great for rushing other civs. Amanitore is strong. Patati Archers feel great, and districts and ranged units will be what most players are building anyway. The only issue is, overall the bonuses are slight, and they're not as game-breaking as other civs, especially civs released much later, currently have. Nubia can be a little bit boring, and it's not a civ that I find myself playing very often. But when I got my very first deity win, it was on Nubia. So if you're looking for a climb in difficulty or looking to learn how to play the game and reinforce good habits, this is the civ to play. Thank you everyone for watching. If you liked it, please give me a like and a comment down below and let me know what you think of this civ. As always, this has been STG Sheep, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.